Hi everybody, here is Sophia, and today I want to share with you my transformation story, and I want to prove you that this transformation picture is real. I want to tell you the story behind it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have fun! I grew up in a small village in the south of Bavaria. Growing up, I was very close with my father, mother and sister, who all work as dental technicians. When I was a little girl, I was always a bit bigger than the other kids in my age, but that wasn't really a big problem for me. Even when I became a teenager, my weight still wasn't a big problem for me because I went on a school just for girls, where everyone was happy with the way they looked. At the age of 16, when other girls in my age were beginning to have their first boyfriends, I imagined what it would be like to have one as well. At this time, I had a crush on some boys, but they never liked me back. Instead, they saw me as more of a buddy than a possible girlfriend. I don't want you to think that the only reason I wanted to lose weight was just to get a boyfriend. No, of course not. Every day I was being confronted with the fact that I was overweight. When I went shopping with my friends, I couldn't buy the clothes that I really liked because of how uncomfortable they made me feel. Instead, I bought things that I could hide myself in. Or when we went to the lake to go swimming, the thought of wearing a bikini or short clothes was always terrifying to me. And at that age, going out to party was of course what everyone wanted to do. I always imagined that I could just break out of myself somehow and be able to dance freely. But I couldn't. It felt like I was trapped in the wrong body. My inner self was active and bubbly, while my outside always felt heavy and lazy. So I tried my first diets. This led to a circle of heavily restricting my food for a short period of time, but then going right back to binging and regaining any weight that I had lost. I didn't have any control over my eating habits. I tried diet after diet, but nothing seemed to work for me. It was so frustrating, and I always blamed myself for not making progress, telling myself that I must not be strong enough. My real turning point came in December 2012, when I weighed myself and I saw that I was 180 pounds, the heaviest I had ever been. I wanted to lose weight and I was willing to do whatever it took. I wanted to lose weight to finally feel comfortable in my own skin. One day at my new school, this boy sitting in front of me overheard me speaking with a friend about my weight loss goals and invited me to join him in the gym. He eventually became my boyfriend and we are still together to this day. So in a really short period of time, I was able to lose over 70 pounds. But my body constantly felt tired, exhausted and weak, and my grades in school became worse and worse. But still I had a lot of diet misconceptions stubbornly stuck in my head. I still believed that the only way that I could lose weight was by starving myself, and that the fewer calories I ate, the faster I would get my dream body. I didn't know that, of course, losing so much weight in such a short period of time is not sustainable at all, so I quickly regained about 40 pounds back. After this picture, there's a gap of about 1 year because the mobile phone with the pictures is broken. I'm so sorry, but in that year my weight stayed the same. I worked out a lot and I ate a lot of food, but I still didn't have any knowledge or structure in my nutrition. My grades in school got also way better again and I felt very excited and also focused with my new hobby. In that year I also graduated from school and I decided afterwards to compete in a bikini competition on stage. And that was the first time I had a structure in my nutrition and in my workout routine. My body started to change very quickly. In this picture I'm on vacation with my family in Spain, where we go every year. And here you can see there's also some progress. Because of this progress I was making with my body, I felt extremely motivated. My body changed very quickly and I really stuck to my workout routine and I didn't miss any workout or meal. I imagined how it would be competing with other girls on stage, and my personal goal was to reach one of the first 3 places there. And for that, I worked hard. Here you can see some parts of my workouts. I was very focused and I pushed myself over my own limits in every single workout. At this time, I also read a lot of books about nutrition and how to work out properly, and I gained a lot of knowledge. In this time, I followed many male fitness YouTubers in Germany, and I realized there weren't any female YouTubers to show the girls how to get things done. Then I saw a very inspiring documentary called Pumping Ercan about a Turkish bodybuilder who lives in Munich. And Munich is not far away from my hometown, so I decided to visit him. From the moment we met, we had a really good connection and became friends right away. Ercan also became my coach and he helped me prepare me for my first competition. Soon afterwards, I also created my Facebook page and asked every one of my friends if they could share my profile. Here you can see my first posts on my Facebook page and I was so excited because everything was so new. You can also recognize that my body was still changing and my shape got better because Ercan optimized my nutrition and the way I worked out. And that was the first time I appeared on Ercan's YouTube channel. This was for my first time in front of a video camera and I was so nervous. I was also able to work out together with Ercan and that was a huge honor for me because normally he doesn't like to work out with girls. My first body update was 1 month before my first competition. It was also the first time I had to walk in high heels, which was also a big challenge for me. I was determined to make sure that my workouts and my nutrition were 100% perfect. And that was in October 2014, just a few weeks to my bikini competition, and my body transformed exactly the way that Ercan and I had planned it. And here you can see the famous after picture, which was also my very first professional photo shoot. I was so excited. I wanted to step on stage in the best shape which was possible for me, and Ercan was by my side every step of the way. This right here was the final workout before my competition. There, I loaded my muscles up with carbohydrates and I dehydrated my body with a special water and salt formula. With that, my goal was to walk on stage with a super ripped body. The evening before my big event, I shot a little video for my Facebook followers and here I already applied the first layer of color on my skin. At this time, I only had 6,000 followers on Facebook and around 2,500 on Instagram. Finally, my big day arrived. A good friend of mine made my hair and makeup for me and I admit I was extremely nervous. Walking on stage with those high heels, my only thought the whole time was I better not fall while posing, please. And out of 18 competitors, I did it. I was able to place third, just behind the previous year's German champion. On the same night after the competition, I had some treats, but right the next day I immediately returned to my diet because the next competition was already only 2 weeks later. For my second competition, a very popular German TV series called Galileo wanted to film my journey for a documentary. Here you can see me on the morning of my second show. the Bavarian Championship. This time, my goal was to qualify for the German Championship, and in order to that, I had to reach the first or second place. And I did it again. With the second place I won, I was invited to compete 1 week later at the German Championship in Bochum, and I was just too unimaginably happy. Unfortunately, at my third competition, I wasn't able to break into the final top 6. But I was still incredibly happy with how far I come, especially as a newcomer in her first season. For that year, I had no more competitions left, and Ercan and I wanted to build some more muscles during my off-season. The next few months, I trained very heavy and dude, I ate so much! Right here you can see my body update at the end of my off-season. My shape got significantly softer, but I do not have a six-pack the whole year round. A short time after that, my documentary appeared on television. In March, I began to get back onto my diet in order to prepare for my fourth competition the following month. At this time, I started coaching other girls like Chantal. In a short period of time, she was able to achieve remarkable results, which you can see here in these pictures. I also coached Marijn. She also had a great transformation. At this time, I also had my first appearance in a German magazine called Himmelblau, that means blue sky. After 1 month of dieting, that was my last body update for the big fitness expo in Cologne, the FIBO. There I was in the best shape of my life. Right before the FIBO, I reached 100,000 followers on Facebook. At FIBO, I could not imagine what would happen to me there. I asked myself, will someone recognize me? Or will maybe someone even speak to me? I was planning to stay there for 4 days, and as I arrived, immediately a crowd of people were standing around me. I hardly could move because everyone wanted to take a picture with me. I was so overwhelmed. Some girls came to me and they said that they started working out because of my story, that they visited the FIBO just to see me. And some of them were so nervous or they even cried. I felt so happy that I could touch so many people with my story. And I would be lying if I said that I did not have a few tears in my eyes. There, I also had the chance to meet one of my big fitness role models, Michelle Lewin. 1 week after the fitness expo, this was the shape I was in for my fourth competition, the Junior Championship in Berlin, where I was followed by the TV channel RTL. At this show, I was only able to make the 4th place. That was it with my competition so far, because just a short time later, I traveled to America, more specifically, California. It was always a dream of mine to be able to travel there. After having the chance to train together with Ralf Möller, going to a pool party with Nick Bateman in Hollywood, and seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger riding on a bike with pink sunglasses, it was time for me to return to Germany. There, I worked for months to create my own online fitness program. Through this program, I am finally able to help other women and even men to get the body of their dreams by sharing my experiences and knowledge about nutrition and working out with them. I put a lot of my effort into this program, allowing people now all over Germany to train with me together at their home with live home workouts or in the gym, and providing proper nutrition guidance and motivation. And now my program is also available in English-speaking countries. And here you can see some parts from the FIBO 2016. It was an even bigger event, and I'm already looking forward to the FIBO next year. And through my social media platforms on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, I'm able to stay in touch with my community. We're all a big family and we all want to reach the same goals. And with a fast-growing community, we can motivate each other and support each other. That is very important, and I'm also able to appear in television. Of course, every time I'm nervous as hell. But of course I enjoy it, and I also started an English-speaking YouTube channel to expand our community. You can see how much my life has changed over the last 3 years. On this journey, I not only transformed my body, but also my mind. Most importantly, I turned my focus away from me and to other people instead. Every day, I'm able to receive transformation pictures like this, where people change their lives because of my story. And for me, there's nothing more beautiful and fulfilling than to hear that I motivated people to change into a happy and healthy lifestyle. By no means I'm claiming that I embody some kind of beauty idol. Everyone should look how they want, as long as you feel comfortable and healthy. But I saw myself always in the wrong body, and my wish was to change that. I don't want you to just watch this video. I want that you take responsibility for your own life, like I did 3 years ago. You only live once in your body, and life is too short to feel uncomfortable in your own skin. It's all in your hands.